Good morning, it's Tuesday in the garden again. Good to meet you here. It's been an interesting week, not a lot of excitement, except I've just come off a video call with somebody in Australia called Shirley Fryer, and such a heart-to-heart connection. I think we're going to be partnering in some things in the future. Some of them are coming on our trip to Israel next year, which is really exciting. One year on our Israel trip, we had people from Australia, Singapore, Brazil, America, and the UK. We had 5 nations, I think 5 different continents on our trip. So we love the international feel and getting to know people. So I'm really excited about getting to know them. And by the way, if you haven't been to Israel, do come with us. I'll put the link to our trip below, but I can't recommend it enough. It's not just about the Bible and what happened and walking where Jesus walked. All of that's important, and we do, but it's even more than that. It's walking in prophecy fulfilled today. We walk there and we see prophecy fulfilled. For example, walking around, you see children playing on the streets of Jerusalem. You remember that it was prophesied, once again the children will be on the streets of Jerusalem, and we've seen it. We have seen them there. And so you're walking, and you're not just knowing about prophecy fulfilled, you're walking in it. But even more, we get to taste the future. We say that Israel is the nation where you stand in the past, present and future in one moment of time. And as we stand there, we look at the Mount of Olives and go, that's where he's coming back. This is where the new Jerusalem is coming down from heaven. And we just take in the future as we look there. And you can't doubt that the King is coming once you've been there. And I loved that we take the emerging generation with us. We take all generations, literally all generations. I think last year we had every decade from 80 down to under 10. Every decade were there. And I love to take the emerging generation to a hotel where you can look out and you see the Mount of Olives, Mount Zion, and the city of David. And I say to them, look, that is your future. That is your future. That's where the King's coming back. That's where he's going to rule and reign from. And it is life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. So if you haven't been, do ask us about it. Ask in the comments below or message us and we'll give you more details. But that all came out of the conversation I've just had. Because it's like I said, I don't come out here with a plan. Last week I came out here with a heaviness in my heart, but I deliberately come out and just chat to you sitting in the garden. So what else have I got to say? Oh yes, the worship in the car park took place on Sunday. It was amazing. We couldn't go in the end because we had a call at 2 o'clock and we couldn't get back in time, but we're hoping to go this week. But it was absolutely brilliant to see all the cars there and people worshipping and people being together again. It was very heartwarming, and I think, again, it was a glimpse of God has his church, and his church will rise up, and his church will make a stand, and his church will be ruled and reigned by Jesus, King of Kings, not by man. So that was an exciting thing that happened. I don't know. I think that's about it. Except, look at this. It's getting so long, I hardly know what to do with it. But another week, and I'll be having it cut. So next Tuesday will be the last time you see me, hopefully, with this length hair. Because I'm not very good with hair. So another week, and I'll have my hair cut. I think that's about it. Nothing exciting. Nothing. We're not bored. I mean, we're so busy. It's craziness. But we've been reading the book of Jeremiah. Poor Jeremiah had such a tough message to give as he gave a wake-up call to the people. And I want to encourage you, don't be afraid to speak strong words from Jesus. Don't be afraid to. When I put that up last week, I didn't know how people were going to react. I'm very grateful the way you all reacted, but don't be afraid to take what is biblical and don't be afraid to give it. All sorts of people watched what I said, and generally people got it. So be bold. Be bold in what you speak out. Be wise. Find the right time, the right place, and the right heart to give it. Don't give it from anger or bitterness. Give it from love and care and concern. But speak boldly in these days that we're living. Don't be afraid to speak up. You know, there's a lot of trying to squash what we're saying or change or make us tweak what we're saying to conform to what society says, to conform to what other people think we should be saying. Don't go there. Don't go there. Stay aligned with the Word of God. Be as bold as Jeremiah. Speak out his words. You know, I love the bit where he said, oh, everybody's against me and I'm not going to say anything else anymore. I'm done with speaking out. And then he said, but your word is like a fire in my bones and I can't help but speak. And I think that's how I felt last week. And I just pray all of you have that fire in your bones, so you say, although everybody tells us we shouldn't say, we can't say this and we can't say that, with wisdom we release that fire in our bones so that we say, but I can't keep quiet because it burns within me. So there's my thoughts for this week. If you have anything you want me to talk about, you have any questions or anything like that, put them in the comments below, and I'll see you next Tuesday in the garden. So from me, good morning, and you are loved by me.